Hey guys, welcome back. Videos have been a little bit slow lately. I know I don't get a whole lot out anymore. Maybe once or twice a month I'll get a kind of fun video, maybe some gameplay footage, might get a gun review, or just kind of a fun little teching video out. But lately I did start a class at college. I do need this class and I absolutely have to pass it with really good grades, or else I don't get to go over to Eastern where I actually just got accepted. So actually in the near future videos are going to get really thin, so just giving you guys a heads up. So I'm gonna try and get some stuff out soon, you know, whenever I'm able to get time. But I'm taking a math class right now and I really am not a big fan of math, so I really got to focus and kind of dive headfirst into it. But today, recently I actually went out to Eaglefreak Airsoft, a new field that opened up in Lake Stevens, Washington, and it was a ton of fun. Got a nice 6-hour day of airsoft in, about 9 or 10 games, and tons of fun. I really miss going to indoor fields. There's only, besides Eaglefreak, there's only one other one in the state that I know of, and I don't go there anymore. Not a cool place. But Eaglefreak, fantastic, right around 2,000 square feet, has a nice outdoor section. They're still building it. We had about 20 guys out there, and it was, I couldn't have asked for a better day of indoor airsoft. It was fantastic. But I figured, I took about 4 guns out, aside from my sidearms, of course, and I ended up loaning out most of them because no one seemed to realize that the speed limit was 328, even though it advertises it right on the Facebook page there. So I only used one gun myself for the whole day, but I wanted to talk about all the guns I actually took and how they shoot, what I've gone in them, and what my kind of loadout is for my CQB. All right, first let's talk about that gun I actually used all day myself, and the one you actually see on camera throughout all the gameplay footage. This is my Echo 1 SOB2. It's essentially an MP5K. That's really about it. It came as an SOB2, and I've talked about this in previous videos, so I'm kind of gonna skim over a little bit. Had the top rail, didn't have a front sight like this, it's just a top rail. I had all the original components from other MP5s, so I went ahead and built it back to this with the folding stock, which I actually really prefer this design. And just being able to hold it like this instead of having like a rail here is really comfortable for me, even though it is kind of a little stubby vertical grip. I really like the grip a lot. Put a foam-filled suppressor on here, got this really inexpensive. Has a MOSFET, 11.1 volt battery, and the buffer tube, or not the buffer tube, the gas tube here. Just a little Firefox stick battery I got off e-bike, fits very nicely, so I can run at 11.1. The trigger response is just perfect and incredibly fast. Really necessary for a semi-only CQB environment. Now this gun I ended up loaning out all day actually to my buddy Emerson, because I guess the gun he brought shot full auto only, which is kind of funny for a semi-only field. This is a Galaxy MP5K. I've done very similar stuff to it as my other MP5. Has the same MOSFET. It's actually a Hulk FET from Mr. Hunter Ward over in Spokane, Washington. Aside from that, it's actually pretty stock. Wired Deans, of course, shim tuned, AOE corrected with a Sorbo pad. Nothing too special, but it shoots a really nice 300 feet per second and has a pretty decent trigger response to it. Now this is a little more of a unique gun. I ended up not using it the day I went out to Eaglefreak, but I hope to the next time I go out. I really want to actually get some more mags for it because I've only got 3 and they're only 40 rounds apiece, so I'm kind of limited on ammo there. This is an Echo 1 RDP, or what the heck's it called? Spectre M4, that's what it's called, from Sights. And I love the design of this. It's very comfortable. I've got a little crane stock on it. It's wired to the back with this buffer tube adapter here. And I've got, you'd think it actually suppresses the sound, but it's actually just a metal tube suppressor, and it ends up amplifying the sound quite a bit. So it actually is rather loud and it's kind of intimidating. Shoots right on like the 320 FPS marks. It's getting really close to the range speed limit. And it's just a really aggressive, fun gun. It's a little slow for the trigger response, but just the whack it kind of delivers with that really nice muzzle pop is really fun. And lastly, this is a gun I'm kind of sorry I'm getting rid of, but I'd almost right now had the money going off to college again. This is an Echo 1 MP5 A5. Now it's actually got an ICS stock on it because I couldn't find, well, obviously parts for these are quite hard to find nowadays, and if you can find them, they are either rather expensive or not in the greatest condition. So the Echo 1 MP5 metal body. This is all real Magpul furniture I actually got for another project and put it on here because I kind of like the way it looked. And it's got a PEC box wired to the front. Internals are a little kind of random, G&G gears. Has a new piston. I believe I took it out of my E&L, so it's got 3 metal teeth. It's the kind of the white nylon piston. Piston head, I believe, is an Elite Force. I put bearings on it as well, and it shoots about 280, 290 right in there, so right around the 300 mark. And it's just a really low gear noise, very comfortable gun. I ended up putting this dot sight on it because I figured, what the heck, I had one sitting around and I never use it. And it's just kind of a really compact, neat little gun that you just don't see every day anymore because they pretty much don't make them. They don't exist anymore. So I really like unique guns like this. I'm sorry to let it go, but I kind of want to spread the love with MP5s a little bit because I have way too many. Now, as far as gear loadout goes, you know, I usually wear the same shirt and pants I always do to any airsoft event, but I don't run like a chest rig or a plate carrier. I like to run a battle belt, actually. So this guy right here, I have my KWA USP compact, shoots about 320 right now from what I've seen. It used to shoot closer to like 340, 350. I think just over time, it's the seals have gotten a little cruddier. I may actually put new valves and new compression parts in it soon because a lot of websites are starting to get the Elite Force tune-up to brand new, whatever you want to call them, kits for like 20 bucks. So figure new springs, new valves might be kind of nice. It is just a standard Condor belt. I've had this thing for a long time. Has 2 triple MP5 pouches. These are just open top pouches from Condor. The way the mags go in and out real fast. Dump pouch, just to throw your empty mags away. Pistol holster is just a Serpa knockoff. It was like 20 bucks. And I have a large pouch here. I ended up wanting to use this for a milsim kind of pouch. I took it out to Narcos. And it actually worked out quite well. I kept food, spare mags, couple grenades, dead rag, everything in here. So I usually carry like a spare camera, carry like a dead rag, carry still medic bands just in case we have a game mode that uses those. I do have a couple of grenades in here. I have some Enola Gays, some EG67s, whatnot, that are left over from previous games. And unfortunately, we can't really use pyro of any kind grenade-wise out at Eaglefreak because the place is it's made of wood, so that's not a good thing, and it's very hot in there, so everything's fairly combustible. But yeah, just be able to carry random things in there, a spare camera if I need it, if my lens gets shot out or something like that, or anything really. Spare pistol mags fit in here really well, even though I have a spare mag pouch for my pistol mags I should put on this belt. But aside from that, yeah, that's mainly my loadout. Just really light, not a whole lot of carry on me. I usually carry like up to 6 mags, and I usually just load those out all day. Since it's a semi-only location, 6 mags. They usually carry maybe 2 high caps and 4 mids, kind of a mix. You're talking 500 or 600 rounds right there. That's a lot of ammunition for semi-only all day. That'll last you most of the day, assuming you've got a reasonable trigger finger. So yeah, that's all the guns I took out. That is my kind of my main CQB loadout right now. It might change a little bit. I know G&G's actually got their ARP9 coming out, and that looked really interesting. I always had a thing for sliding stocks, whether it be MP5s, M4s, whatnot. I love that design. I've always loved the things like the classic Army Scarab. The ARP9 looks amazing with that sliding stock. The MP5s with sliding stocks are just they're something dear to my heart, which is really weird now that I think about it. But yeah, I might change up my loadout a little bit, but I think this is the way it's going to stay for a little while now. Awesome, thanks for watching, guys. I actually have a really cool gun coming shortly here, so hopefully I'll get some gameplay footage, get a review out, and I'm really looking forward to trying that thing out. I've also got some guns I'm finishing up for clients, and I intend to make videos of those as well, because I know my customers always like to see the work before it goes back out to them. And please, by no means does this mean I'm doing freelance work again. It's just for some close friends. Just felt like making a video when the time comes of the work I did on their guns. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Prodigy from Kilo 23. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll have some more content coming very shortly. Take it easy.